Come on, boys. It's after 7:30. I said hurry up, Travis. You aren't the only person in the world who got to use a bathroom. Totally, it's after 7:30. Let me see you do some waking up in there now. You better get up from there, man. It's after 7:30, I tell you. Alright, you just go ahead and lay there, and the next thing you know, Travis be finished and Mr. Johnson will be there. And you'll be fussing and cussing around here like a madman. And be late too. Walterly, it's time for you to get up.
Is he out yet?
What you mean out? He ain't hardly got in there good yet.
Well, what was you doing all that yelling for if I get in there yet? You coming today?
This is Saturday and this is just Friday, and I hope to God you ain't going to get up here first thing this morning and start talking to me about no money, cause I don't want to hear it.
Something the matter with you this morning?
No, I'm just sleepy as a devil. What kind of egg you want?
Not scramble. Never come? Set off another bomb yesterday.
Did they?
What's the matter with you?
And nothing the matter with me. And don't keep asking me about that this morning.
Ain't nobody bothering you. Say Colonel McCormick is sick.
Is he now? Poor thing.
Daddy, come on.
Sit down and have your breakfast service.
Mama, this is Friday. Chat coming tomorrow, huh?
You get your mind off money and eat your breakfast.
This is the morning we're supposed to bring the 50 cents to school.
Well, I got no 50 cents this morning.
But teachers say we have to.
I don't know what you say. I'm going to eat your breakfast service.
I am eating.
Awesome. I'm just eat now.
You think Grandma would have it?
No, and I want you just to stop asking your grandmother for money. You hear me?
Golly, I don't ask her. She just give me some time.
Travis will younger. I got too much on me this morning to be.
Maybe Daddy.
Travis!
Could I go carry some groceries for a little while after school then?
Just hush, I see. If you're through eating, you can get over there and make up your bread.
I'm gone.
Come here. If you don't take this comb and fix this here hat, you better. But to march out of here with that hat looking just like chicken slap in it. I don't know where you get your strawberries. Get your jacket too. It's chilly out this morning.
I'm gone.
This for carefare and milk money.
Yes, ma'am.
What is it he wants to do?
Go carry some groceries at the supermarket.
Well, let him go.
I have to. She won't give me the 50 cents.
Why not?
Because we don't have it.
Why you tell the boy things like that for? Here, son.
Thanks, Daddy.
In fact, here's another 50 cents. Buy yourself some fruit or take a taxi back to school.
That's
or
great.
something.
That's great. Whoopee!
Do you know what I was thinking about in the bathroom this morning?
No?
How come you always try to be so pleasant?
What is there to be pleasant about?
You want to know what I was thinking about in the bathroom or not?
I know what you're thinking about.
About me and Willie Harris was talking about last night.
Willie Harris is a good for nothing loudmouth.
Anybody who talks to me has got to be a good for nothing loudmouth, ain't he? And what you know about who is just a good for nothing loudmouth? Charlie Atkins was just a good for nothing loudmouth too. When he wanted me to go in the dry cleaning business with him, and now he's grossing $100,000 a year, $100,000 a year, and you still call him a loudmouth.
Oh, welcome me.
Mama would listen to you. She listens to you more than she do me and Bini. You just sip your coffee, see and say easy like that. You will think about that. Deal Waterly is interesting about the store. And the next thing, she will be listening good and ask you a question. And when I come home, I can tell her the detail. I mean, we figure it out. Me, Willie, and Boo Boo.
Boo Boo?
You see, this little liquor store we got in mind cost $75,000, and we figured the initial investment on the place be about $30,000. See, that be $10,000 each. Course there is a couple hundred you got to pay, so you don't spend your life just waiting for them clowns to let your mission get approved.
You mean draft?
Don't call it that. See there, that just goes to show you what women understand about the world. Baby, don't nothing happen for you in this world, lest you pay somebody off.
Walter, leave me alone.
That's it. There you are. Man say to his woman, I got me a dream. His woman say, eat your egg. Man say, I got to take hold of this here world, baby. And his woman say, eat your egg and go to work. And man say, I got to change my life. I'm cooking to death, baby. And his woman say, your egg is getting cold.
Walter, that ain't none of our money.
This morning, I was looking in the mirror and think about it. I'm 35 years old. I've been married 11 years. I got a boy who sleeps in the living room. And all I got to give him is a story about how rich white people live.
Walter, eat your eggs.
Damn my egg! Damn all the egg that ever was!
Then go to work.
See? I'm trying to talk to you about myself, and all you can say is eat your egg and go to work.
I'm going to start timing those people.
You should get up earlier.
Really? Would you suggest that? Where's the paper?
You horrible country at this hour.
Good morning, everybody.
How is school coming?
Lovely, lovely. And you know, biology is the greatest. I dissected something that looked just like you yesterday.
I just wonder if you made up your mind and everything.
And what did I answer yesterday morning? And the day before that?
Don't be so nasty, Benny.
And the day before that? And the day before that?
I'm interested in you. Something wrong with that. Ain't many girls who decided
To be a doctor?
Have we figured out yet just exactly how much medical school is going to cost?
Walter, why don't you leave that girl alone and get out of here to work?
Come on out of there, please.
You know, the check is coming tomorrow.
That money belongs to Mama, Walter, and it's for her to decide how she wants to use it. I don't care if she wants to buy a house or a rocket ship or just net it up somewhere and look at it. It's hers, not ours, hers.
Now, ain't that fine? You just got your mother interest at heart. And you, girl, you suck a nice girl, but if Mama get that money, she can always take a few thousand and help you through school too. Can see?
I have never asked anyone around here to do anything for me.
No, and the line between asking and just accepting is big and wide, ain't it?
What do you want from me, brother? That I quit school or just drop that?
Which? I don't want nothing but for you to stop acting holy around here. Me and Ruth done make some sacrifices for you. Why can't you do something for the family?
Walter, don't be dragging me in it.
You are in it. Don't you get up and go to work in somebody's kitchen for the last 3 years to help put clothes on her back?
Oh, Walter, that's not fair.
It ain't nobody expect you to get on your knee and say, thank you brother, thank you Ruth, thank you Mama, thank you Travis for wearing the same pair of shoes for 2 semesters.
Well, I do alright. Thank everybody and forgive me for ever wanting to be anything at all. Forgive me, forgive me, forgive me.
Please stop it! Mama will hear you!
Who the hell taught you had to be a doctor? If you're so crazy messing around with sick people, then go to be a nurse like other women, or just get married and be quiet.
Well, you finally got it safe. It took you 3 years, but you finally got it safe. Walter, give up. Leave me alone. It's Mama's money.
He was my father too.
So what? He was mine too. I'm Travis' grandfather, but the insurance money belongs to Mama. Picking on me is not going to make her give it to you to invest in any liquor store. And I, for one, say God bless Mama for that.
See? Did you hear? Did you hear?
Ani, please go to work.
Nobody in this house is ever going to understand me.
Because you are not.
Who's not?
You are not. He is a mad boy.
The world most backward race of people, and that's a fact.
And then there are all those prophets who would lead us out of the wilderness into the swamps.
Dini, why you always gotta be picking on your brother? Can you be a little sweeter sometimes?
I need some money for every.
50 cents?
Yes.
Here, take a taxi.
Who around here slamming doors at this hour?
That was Walter. He and Benny was at it again.
My children and their tempers. If this little old plant don't get more sun than it's been getting, it ain't never going to see spring again. What's the matter with you this morning, Ruth? You look like picked. You aiming to iron all them things? Leave some for me. I'll get to them this afternoon. Benny, honey, it's too drafty for you to be sitting around half dressed. Where's your robe?
In the cleaners.
Well, go get mine and put it on.
I'm not cold, Mama, honest.
I know, but you're so thin.
I'm not cold, Mama.
Lord have mercy. Look at this poor bed. Bless his heart. He tries, don't he?
No, you don't have try at all. Cause you know, you going come along behind him and fix everything. They just how come? You don't know how to do nothing right now. You don't spot that boy so.
Well, he's a little boy and supposed to know what housekeeping. My baby, that's what he is. What you fixed for his breakfast this morning?
I read my song, Lena.
I am meddling. I just noticed all last week he had cold cereal. And when it starts getting chilly in the fall, a child have to add some hot grits and something when he gets out in the cold.
I gave him hot oats. Is that alright?
I am meddling. Put a lot of nice butter on it. He likes lots of butter.
Lena!
What was you and your brother fussing about this morning?
It's not important, Mama.
Lena?
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do with it?
No, don't you start, child. It's too early in the morning to be talking about money. It ain't Christian.
It's just that he got his heart set on that store.
You mean the liquor store that Willie Harris wanted him to invest in?
Yes.
We ain't no business people, we just plain working folks.
And nobody business people till they go into business. Walter Lee say color people are never going to start getting ahead till they start gambling on some different kinds of things. Investment and things.
What regarding to you, girl? Walter Lee done finally sold you on investing?
No, Mama. Something is happening between Walter and me. I don't know what it is, but he needs something. Something. I can't give him anymore. He needs this change, Lena.
But liquor, honey.
Well, like Walter say, I expect people going to always be drinking and have some liquor.
Well, whether they drink it or not, and none of our business. But whether I go into business like to them, yes. I don't want that on my ledger this late in life. Wait, young girl, what's the matter with you today? You look like you could fall off right there.
I'm tired.
Then you better stay home from work today.
I can't stay home. She'd be calling up the agency and screaming at them. My girl didn't come in today. Send me somebody. My girl didn't come in. Oh, she just have a fit.
Well, let her have it. I'll just call her up and say you got the flu.
Why the flu?
Because it's unexpectable to them. Something what people get too. they know about the flu. Otherwise, they think you've been caught up or something when you tell them you're sick.
I got to go and we need the money.
Somebody would have taught my children, done all but stop that the way they talk about money. Child, we have a great big old check coming tomorrow.
Now that's your money. It ain't nothing to do with me. We all feel like that. Walter and Benny and me, even Travis.
$10,000.
Sure, it's wonderful.
$10,000.
You know what you should do, Miss Lana? You should take yourself a trip somewhere. To Europe or South America or someplace.
Oh, child.
I'm serious. Just pack up and leave. Go on away and enjoy yourself some. Forget about the family and have yourself a ball for once in your life.
You sound like I'm just about ready to die. Who'd go with me? But I look like wandering around Europe by myself.
Should this here rich white woman do it all the time? Don't think nothing of picking up the suitcases and filling on one of them steamship and swoosh, they can't try.
Something always told me I wasn't the rich white woman.
What are you going to do with it then?
I am rightly decided. Some of it got to be put away from Beneatha and her schooling, and ain't nothing going to touch that part of it, nothing. Been thinking that maybe could meet the notes on a little old two-story somewhere, with a yard where Travis could play in the summertime. If you use part of the insurance for a down payment and everybody kind of pitch in, I could maybe take on a little day's work again, few days a week.
Well, Lord knows we put enough rent into this here trip to pay for both houses by now.
Richard, yes, I remember just as well the day me and Big Walter moved in here. I hadn't been married but 2 weeks and wasn't planning on living out here more than a year. He was going to set away little by little, don't you know? And buy a little place out in Morgan Park. We had even built the house. Looks right dumpy today, but Lord Child, you should know all the dreams that I had about buying the house and fixing it up and making me a little garden in the back. And did none of it happen.
What could be so dirty on this woman's rug that she has to vacuum them every single day?
I was certain young women around here who I could name would take inspiration about certain rugs in a certain apartment. I could also mention.
How much cleaning can a house need for Christ's sakes?
Winnie! Just listen to her. Just listen.
Oh God.
If you use the Lord's name just one more time.
Oh Mama!
What time will you be home from school today?
Kind of late. My dad is going to start my guitar lessons today.
What kind of lessons?
Guitar?
Oh, Father.
How come you don't take it in your mind to learn to play the guitar?
I just want to, that's all.
Why you got to flip so from one thing to another, baby?
I just want to learn to play the guitar. Is there anything wrong with that?
Ain't nobody trying to stop you. I just wonder sometimes why you has to play so from one thing to another all the time. You ain't never done nothing with that camera equipment you brought home.
I don't flip. I experiment with different forms of expression.
Like riding a horse?
People have to express themselves one way or another.
What is it you want to express?
Me? Don't worry, I don't expect you to understand.
Who are you going out with tomorrow night?
George Murchison again.
Oh, you getting a little sweet on him?
You ask me, this chick ain't sweet on nobody but herself. Express herself.
Oh, I like George, alright Mama? I like him enough to go out with him and stuff, but
What does and stuff mean?
mind your own business.
Stop picking at her now, Ruth. What does it mean?
Oh, I mean, I just couldn't ever really be serious about George. He's so shallow.
Shallow? What do you mean he's shallow? He's rich.
Hush, Ruth.
Yeah, I know he's rich, and he knows he's rich too.
Well, what other qualities a man got to have to satisfy you, little girl?
You wouldn't even begin to understand. Anybody who married Walter could not possibly understand.
What kind of way is there to talk about your brother?
Brother is a flip, let's face it.
What's the flip?
Cesare is crazy.
Not crazy, brother isn't really crazy yet. He's an elaborate neurotic.
Hush your mouth.
And as for George, well, George looks good and he's got a beautiful car and takes me to nice places. And as my sister-in-law says, he's probably the most rich boy I will ever get to know, and I even like him sometimes. But if the youngers are sitting around and waiting for their baby to tie up with the family of Murchison, they are wasting their time.
You mean you wouldn't marry George Murchison if he asks you someday? That pretty rich thing? Annie, I knew you was old.
Get over it. What are you talking about? Listen, I'm going to be a doctor. I'm not worried about who I'm going to marry yet, if I ever get married.
If? No, Bini.
Oh, probably I will, but first I'm going to be a doctor. And George, for one, still thinks that's pretty funny. I just couldn't be bothered with that. I'm going to be a doctor, and everybody around here better understand that.
Of course you are going to be a doctor, honey. God willing.
God hasn't got a thing to do with it.
Beneatha, that just wasn't necessary.
Well, neither is God. I get sick of hearing about God.
Beneatha,
I mean it. I'm just tired of hearing about God all the time. What has he got to do with anything? Does he pay tuition?
you got to get your first little Joe slept.
That's just what she needs. Alright.
Why? Why can't I say what I want to around here like everybody else?
It doesn't sound nice for a young girl to say things like that. You wasn't brought up that way. Me and your father went to travel to get you and brother to church every Sunday.
Mama, you don't understand. It's all a matter of ideas, and God is just one idea I don't accept. It's not important. I'm not going out and be immoral or commit crimes just because I don't believe in God. I don't even think about it. It's just that I get tired of him getting credit for all the things the human race achieved through its own stubborn effort. There simply is no blessed God. There's only man, and it is he who makes miracle. Oh.
Now you say after me. In my mother's house there is still God. In my mother's house there is still God.
In my mother's house, there is still God.
There are some ideas that we ain't going to have in this house. Not as long as I'm the head of this family.
You think you're a woman being, but you're still a little girl. What you did was childish, so you got treated like a child.
I see. I also see that everybody thinks it's alright for Mama to be a tyrant, but all the tyranny in the world will never put God in the heavens.
She said she was sorry.
They frightens me, Ruth, my children.
You got good children, Lena, but it's just a little off sometimes, but they're good.
No, there's something coming down between me and them that I don't understand what it is. One hand thinking about money all the times, and the other hand talks about things that I don't understand, like fashion. What is that changing word?
Now you're taking it all too seriously. You just got a strong-willed children, and it takes a strong woman like you to keep them in hand.
They spirited alright, my children. Got to admit they have spirit, Bini and Walter. Like this little old plant that ain't never had enough sunshine or nothing. And look at it. I always want to have a garden like I used to see. Lord, ain't nothing as dear as the view from this window on a dear day, isn't it? Ruth, why ain't you singing this morning? Sing There's No Ways Too Tired. That song always lifts me up. What's the matter with you, Ruth?
Ruth!